March Madness. We'll start with the men's. Final four is set. San Diego State, 5 seed, taking on number 9, Florida Atlantic. And then you got the number 5 seed Miami taking on number 4 UConn. Before we get into it, who are your championship contenders here, Tyler? Who's making it to the big dance?
Who would have thought that this would be the 4 teams going into this? So this was the first time in tournament history that all number 1 seeds got knocked out into the Elite Eight. I'm sure that we didn't have this Final Four in our bracket.
My bracket's busted.
Yeah, Wade was holding on to a thread with that Kansas State Final Four.
Man, it was so close to hitting too.
Yeah, they couldn't get it done. And then Miami destroyed my Texas dreams of winning national championship. But I think out of all these 4 teams, I think that UConn take it. I just feel like they have just been destroying every team. I mean, Iona was a good team. They beat them by 20. And then Gonzaga was a team, with Drew Timme. They've had some experience, and they beat them by almost 30.
Drew Timme's been there for what, like 8 years?
Yeah, and he has another year of eligibility somehow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So he might come back. I don't know. If I was him, I would just get the heck out of here. I just don't think that Gonzaga is ever going to win a national champion the way that it's going. They've just been so close. But I think in the end, the national champion will be Florida Atlantic versus UConn. But in the end, I got to give it to UConn. I'm going to go with Dan Hurley and the boys.
Okay, I like it. Wade, who you got?
I think UConn takes it as well, but I have them playing San Diego State. I think San Diego State's defense is just suffocating. And I think that Florida Atlantic and the San Diego State game will be very close. And I think it will be lower scoring, which plays into San Diego State's favor. But I really think the UConn and Miami game is going to be the best matchup you'll see in the tournament out of the remaining games. I'm really looking forward to that one, but I do think UConn probably has the best remaining talent. And to me, they should be the leader in the clubhouse. I saw a funny tweet, though, about the San Diego State and Florida Atlantic game. And it's like, this kind of has the feeling as if like the Cure Bowl was a national semifinal for the college football playoff, like 2 mid-major programs playing in, for it all, really.
I love this because look at last year's Final Four. It was all 4 blue bloods, and now we're getting some new faces in here.
That's what March Madness is all about. Can you call Florida Atlantic a Cinderella team? They're a 9 seed.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, absolutely. At this point, anybody, all these teams are really.
Yeah. If you're more than a 5 seed, then you're probably a Cinderella. I mean, Miami, I wouldn't really call them a Cinderella because they won the ACC regular season. I mean, no one was really giving anybody a San Diego State chance, especially with Alabama being in their bracket, but they got their job done. Like Wade said, their defense was very suffocating in that game. But yeah, this tournament, I think that this is going to be a wild finish.
So my national championship matchup, I'm going Florida Atlantic, the 9 seed, the Cinderella team, taking on my boys in the U. The first year I don't make a bracket. The first year I don't make a bracket with Miami winning it all. What do? They make it to the Final Four. So Miami, you're welcome. The curse has been broken. I didn't pick you this year. I picked you the past 4 years to make a deep run. You always let me down. So I think I could take some credit for this one.
We'll give it to you.